Today I'm here to talk about our beautiful, we're calling it Colour Me Christmas tree, the beautiful bright themes. I'm going to be sharing with you the tree I did at home last year and the tree we've created for you here today, and outlining the variations and what you can do to create the look yourself. It's Nicole from mychristmas.com.au. Hope you enjoy. So first of all, let's talk about last year's tree with you. So what I'm showing you now is the tree that I had at home last year, and I've got a beautiful bright painting at home. That was my inspiration for going with the bright colours, and my house is pretty neutral, and I just thought the pop of colour, well, I really loved it. So you can see first of all we had a flock tree, which is why this year the tree we're going to show you is in a green, so that you can see the difference between the two. The tree itself, we were really happy with the end result, but what I did notice when we were decorating was that I had no options with glass. So this year we created a number of glass ornaments that we've had made for us exclusively in the bright colours that allow us to add that touch of the reflection that you get from glass that you can't get always from shatterproof. But you can see this tree does look beautiful if you have got small children, or if you've got animals, or if it's a corporate environment, then we can create a look like this using fully shatterproof ornaments. Okay, the tree I've used here is the 2.28 metre or 7.5 foot Norwegian, to give you an idea. And you can see also the top of the tree, we've used quite a sort of bold spray with a number of the ball picks in it. The tree that we've got to show you today, we've sort of gone with a sort of simpler version of the same look. The other thing I wanted to show you is our the accessories I guess I had last year, which match through with this theme. So first of all, in the hallway I created this garland. The garland is, I particularly love using this space in my home and having a garland over the mirror. I always think it's a beautiful entrance to the home. I've simply used, again, shatterproof balls on a 2.7 metre or 9 foot garland, and made sure it's lit. And then I've used lots of the ball picks, which I've broken down into smaller pieces so that I can just stick them into the garland to create that spray around the outside of it. The base on the table itself, I've used one of our gorgeous reindeers with the bright sort of finish that's sitting on the bright ball. And then because everything else in this part of the house had flocked, and I didn't have any sort of tabletop piece that was flocked, I've simply added cut pieces of our cedar flocked spray into a tabletop tabletop centerpiece, so that it then blends in with the tree and the garland. So that's an option for you if you don't have sort of all flocked, but you know you've got a flock tree and you want to add a little bit of touch of flocking to your other pieces. You can cut up something like the cedar flocked spray that is my favorite to work with, and then add it into those pieces. On the dining table here, I've created a centerpiece. Again, I've used the ball picks and I've cut them down into smaller pieces. What I'm actually going to do is offer this video. I've got a 2-hour video that we created at our a special demo day that we ran last year, where I showed how to create this. I'm going to have that available to all of our members as a private video. So if you subscribe to our to receive our emails, mychristmas.com.au, you'll be able to access that as well. And that video will show you how I break it down into small pieces and basically just bind wire around the pieces to join it together to create one long garland down the middle of the table. And then finally, the outside of the home, I had a ball garland. This is 2 of the 2.7 metre or 18 feet in total garlands put together with lights. In the outside here, I've actually used red large baubles. So we've used 15 centimetre and 12 centimetre size. I don't have the red inside the house. I wanted to keep the inside a bit more of the sort of jewel bright colours. But I thought outside it worked really well. It's also great to have on a garland like this, the larger size. It fills it up. It also, I think, makes it look really grand as well. So that's sort of how we brought it all together. So you basically walk through the front door of the home into the hallway where you've got the hall garland, and then you can see the Christmas tree in front of you, which is also in the bright colours. Before we get into talking about the tree too much, I just wanted to show you the time lapse of Cara putting this beautiful tree up for you, so you can see the process we go through in doing this. As you're watching this video, you can see that what she likes to do is work one color of ornament and move them through the tree, and then she'll work the second color and so forth as she's gone through all of the different stock. We always start with the bigger ornaments and then we work down to the smaller size. What you'll notice with the time-lapse video is we actually didn't have any of the lime green in the tree. When we finished the tree, we decided that it was a bit dark. So you can see in this first picture I'm showing you here that it looks beautiful. It's deep, a little bit deeper in tone, and then when we added the lime green, it sort of just brightened the whole thing up. So you can go either way, but adding one color like that to either add depth to your tree or add brightness is a great way to change the look of the tree. So let's now go through and have a look at the different elements so you can see the whole tree in detail. First of all, the tree topper. So with the tree topper, we've used three of the pink ball spray, and then just one of the green up there, and then our jewel is sort of front and center. We've actually got three of these big jewels in the tree, sort of set, as a triangle, I guess, around the tree, and they're always set up first because of the larger size, but great as a tree topper, one of the jewels. And then really what we've done is just use a lot of the 10 centimeter size in glass and also shatterproof ornaments and worked them through the tree. What we do like to do though is also work not just balls but different shapes. So we've got a number of different shapes. We've got our finial here in the glass, in the turquoise. Then we've got this beautiful raspberry. This is actually a sort of see-through, so you can see the fairy lights coming through. Can you see that in the video? So you can see a bit of the fairy light coming through in those see-through ornaments. And then we've also got like an onion shape ornament here. Again, this is a see-through with sort of a sugar crystal finish on it. And then finally, we've got our shatterproof drops again in a sort of a long drop style. So you've got a number of different shapes on the tree without too much variation in size there. The other thing that I want to point out is when we went back into the tree, we actually added, to add the lime, we added a little bit of this 15 centimeter ball. So you can see there's a couple of these in here that have been pushed right into the foliage. And we used the bigger size balls and pushed them in just to give us a pop of color in the tree. But they're really, as I said, they're really for color rather than to highlight the bauble itself. And the other thing, of course, that we have is not only do we have the larger size jewels, we're using some of our beautiful jewels in the blue as well as the pink. So you can see the pink one down here as well. And there's another one. So different shapes that they come in, and use them in the blue and the pink through the tree here. So you can see we end up with a beautiful full tree, lots of bright colors on there, lots of interest in the tree, and lots of fun. So let's have a look at what we also have to match that, so you can see the garland that we've created and also a couple of little pieces. So with the garland here, we've just added a little bit, we had some glitter ribbon here, and then the jewels and ornaments that we've got on the tree. So simply laid out on our garland. Always make sure you light your garlands if you can. If you can power the lights, it's even better, because that way they'll be brighter without you having to worry about them at all. You can see even we've got some, because we're using a fake fireplace here, we've just laid some foliage down there with a few of the same pieces and set the lights to twinkling so that you've got a little bit of variation on that one. Then the other thing that we've done here, Cara's created this gorgeous little bow and finial. I think this would be great on the back of a chair, for example, or if you had, even in a bathroom, something like that, you wanted to add just a touch of Christmas to somewhere without being over the top. I think that's a really lovely way to do it. She's run just the second layer of ribbon through here so that you've got two colors to work with. We were working with offcuts of ribbon that we'd used. I think it was actually ribbon that had come from my home from last year. So we didn't have loads and loads of ribbon, but she's used little pieces. You can see there's small cut pieces of ribbon that she's just put through that garland to work it through. So you don't necessarily have to have a lot to be able to add lovely elements like that. And then finally, the other thing that we've created here is the lovely spray, so you can have a wreath or you can have something like this spray. So she's used 2 of the green ball picks and then 1 of the pink. Layered them, as you can see, so the pink comes down a little bit more longer at the bottom, so you kind of get that triangular shape. And again, layered 2 ribbons together so that you've got you know, the 3 of the colors that are on the tree in that, to just keep that sort of continuity of colors working through everything we're doing. Okay, so that's it, Colour Me Christmas tree for 2023, as well as sharing the tree I did last year, so you can see the difference with the flock tree, the green tree. I hope you like it. I hope it gives you some ideas for what you can do for yourself at home. If you haven't subscribed already to our YouTube channel and you've enjoyed this, please do that. If you're needing any products, they're all on our website, mychristmas.com.au. Thanks again, have a great day and have fun as you're decorating. Cheers.